Alright, this week's weekly is quite difficult. You're getting 300 materials in 15 minutes. You're going to want to be farming an extraction zone. I would either suggest to use Rosie for her super OP heals. I'm just going to change her outfit. Or Jurgen. Jurgen's my preferred choice, but I think Rosie's easier for everyone else trying to do this. You go rocket launcher with auto loader and also uninterruptible, because uninterruptible means you take damage, you'll auto load or you'll automatically reload, and then you just fire out all the bullets really quick. Your secondary doesn't matter, you won't use it. You'll go into extraction, you pick insane or hard. I think it can be done both ways. And then yeah, I would go down to harbour. Make sure you have mine seeding and the cluster grenade, as I think they're the best. What you'll also want is probably a timer so that you can time how long your game's going. So if you have a second screen, just making sure you can making sure that you don't go over the 15 minutes. I can see that there's a lot happening in the Discord at the moment that I'm just missing. I'm just making this straight after because to be accused that something sus is a little bit annoying, but especially when I have ones. Yeah. No. You're gonna need to run away to start with, and I didn't start my timer. Oops. Alright, we just started the timer there, which will have gone black for a second. Means I'm going a little bit. So there we go. You probably don't have to run that far, but I wasn't paying attention for when she said that it was available to go back up. It's not really going to make that much of a difference. And so now you'll just sit here for the next 15 minutes. I don't know why. There we go. You want to sit into the in the poison if you can, because that'll reload your weapon straight away. As you can see, it looks sus, but that's how the perk works. Rosie is not my best hero by any means, so this might look a little bit bad for anyone who plays Rosie regularly. But all you do is you just basically shooting and not dying because you're playing as Rosie. And then you just make sure you're yourself reloaded, and then yeah, we'll see how much this ends up giving, and hopefully I do this in one, but it's one where you might have to redo it a number of times, like, which is annoying, but I'm not convinced that yeah, you could do this on hard, perhaps you might get it easier. I should not die as Rosie, that would be awkward. You just gotta keep yourself moving around, because you kill enough of these bulls and you'll have bulk materials. I'd be over 100 already by now, I'd say. there's not much else to really say about this method other than it's unintuitive for one, but what else are you supposed to do? If you ever, yeah, like I said, if you're ever really trying to reload, you want to make sure you go over poison or you get yourself hit. And then all you're really having to do is make sure you keep going back to the ammo. And keep an eye on your health. You don't want to not keep an eye on your health. This almost gets baby mode at this point. The biggest issue with this is it will, can cause competition, I guess, if everyone knows how to run the challenge, but they've made it a competition, so it's kind of, what are you supposed to do? And also, by looking away, often the dinos will despawn. I know people say to run away, but you can also just be firing in a different direction, and at times they will despawn. Not always, but you have a good chance of it, or a fair chance. And this is like how you get stuck into using both Qs if you've got it available. That's okay. My biggest issue when playing Rosie is forgetting to heal, because you've got so much health. I'm trying to use the poison, but I'm not taking any ticks. That's right. Oh, we're only at 5 minutes, so if I add, what, 10 extra seconds, I stuffed up my timer at the start, we'll see. And you've always got to be making sure you're looking to see that there's a big boy coming in. That's going to be an issue. Oh, no. Yeah, your biggest issue will be the big ones, because if you haven't got your ability up, days. Yeah, doing stuff like this is what I used to do back when I was grinding out materials, because you can grind out materials doing this, because if you're not limited to only being 15 minutes, you can stay here for 40 minutes or longer if the game allows you to. Like, at times the game will crash, and so you might just, oh yeah, I'll take a 20-minute game, make sure that works out for me. We're only halfway. So I mean, like, I don't have much to say about this. If you haven't checked out my tier list, I put Rosie as my second in the list. I personally think Jurgen is better. If anyone ever wanted to disagree, happy to have a respectful debate about the pros and cons. I have invested far too much of myself into this game so far, but you know, you've got to have some. If it becomes a video game, well, so be it. 2.5 minutes. I can see quite a lot happening in this Discord. I can't read any of it, but that's alright. Yeah, because if you were to do this on Jurgen, you do have to manage your health a little bit more. Well, a lot of bit more is not a word. You would have to manage your health a lot more. You wouldn't want to take as much damage as what I'm taking. You'd want to be abusing your special ability, which is a lot harder for people to understand how to do. That's why I decided to show Rosie instead. I think Jurgen would do this a lot better, but Rosie's probably got a decent chance as well. I think because Jurgen can kill the dinos quicker. And you might be like, but Rosie can do a pretty good job of that too. And you're correct. She can. But I still think Jurgen is better. Yeah, and you just always got to be on the lookout for when the shinies drop. That's the other thing. You get a lot more time now. If this had been a challenge back in season 1 or 2, you used to have maybe 3 seconds to pick up shinies off the ground. It was ridiculous. Like, you had to make the decision if you were going to lose health or pick up materials. Yep. Yeah, you want to abuse a poison spot. And just be always looking for these shinies. And it even tells you if it does work. So as long as you're looking in the middle, it'll tell you if you've hit the uninterruptible. Wow, 11, probably more like 12. I only have a few minutes of this. So this is probably why Dot just didn't do one where he talked, because it's hard to talk about nothing for 15 minutes. I think this was 20 minutes. If you do find that dinos stop spawning, often running along with that. Running away and things will despawn can sometimes help. I know that that's not a big, that's a major issue on the Xbox. I don't play Xbox, so can't talk much for that. So again, you abuse that poison. What's going to end up happening is I'll uninterruptible nerfed by showing how broken it is. I know that's what someone did with Dragon's Breath, where they killed a Rex in like 6 seconds. Well, maybe someone, I'm pretty sure. What are we? Got our last minute. Do not like that bug with Rosie. What are we? 30 seconds. Make sure that because this could be a decent amount. I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping total track. 20 seconds and we'll jump in. Last bit. On the way out. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. No. 1500? Yeah, that should be. I'd been working it out that roughly 1400 points or so was going to get pretty close to having enough stuff. But we'll see. Longest black screen of your life. Well, would you look at that? Just gotta video it.